Hey guys, we're about to head out to another car show today in the 67 Mustang. So already got her, well, you'll see in a second. Anyway, we've already got her fired up and kind of warming up over there. So we're gonna head out to our favorite spot for car shows, Auburn, Georgia. See what we got out there. It's a car show to raise money for some pet rescues and things. So anyway, I'm going to get on the road and head over that way and get things set up. So guys, we're already here at the car show getting all set up. Things are going good. Got some good cars here already, and we'll take a look. Okay guys, because they have music playing in the background, I'm just going to go ahead and put some music on that's not copyright protected, and hopefully you enjoy these cars like the gorgeous 67 here and plenty of other ones to follow, so hope you enjoy. Okay, this Cadillac takes me back. It reminds me of a Oldsmobile Delta 88. I know Cadillac, Oldsmobile, different cars, but the interior and the just overall look and feel just reminded me of that 1977 Delta 88 that my parents had. It was also yellow. Parents like yellow cars, but yeah, I thought it was a really cool car. So back to the music. Okay, these two gorgeous red Chevys parked next to me at the show. I don't know, maybe they wanted some Ford greatness to rub off on them, being Chevys and all. But no, these were gorgeous vehicles. This 62 Bel Air, which I'm not really sure what the difference between, say, a Bel Air and an Impala would be or whatnot, because I'm not a Chevy guy, obviously. But really a gorgeous car. I love that interior. That just an amazing looking vehicle. And then the SS Nova over there that you can see. We're getting around to it here. Oh, yeah, look at that trunk. Looks gorgeous. But anyway, getting over here to this Nova over here. First off, the Coca-Cola cooler. I've been trying to think about getting one of those like that for the 67. You see it over there. Uh, but I can't find one in yellow. I think that would be cool. I know yellow was not really a Coca-Cola color, but I thought that might be cool. Again, it's a much more original interior to this Nova, I think. Again, not a Chevy guy, but again, just a gorgeous car. I love the wheels on it, the double snorkeled air intake. Again, I don't know how much of that is stock or not, because not a Chevy guy, but these were just two gorgeous cars. Don't know why they really parked next to me and another Ford. Of course, they did leave this big gap between us. Um, Maybe they didn't want to get too close. But anyway, I just enjoyed those two cars. And then we're getting up here to this custom rat rod-ish vehicle made off of, I think, a Model A frame, if I'm not mistaken. Very neat car, Navy vet like myself. So, very neat looking vehicle that these two gentlemen brought. here and parked it next to me. So very happy to have it there. You can see the fans. It was a hot day, but not too bad. Actually, a good breeze out there, so it wasn't too bad with that. But anyway, kind of a neat car. So I'm going to get back to the music and let you see some more, and I'll pop in when I see something else I want to talk about. Okay, this is another one I really like. This 71 F100. Of course, 71. It's a year after I was born, but the color, this light powder blue, reminds me of the '66 Mustang I had for a while. It was actually my sister's car that we bought for her when she turned 16. So my dad did that, but it was a 289, had air conditioning and all that in there. But this truck kind of reminded me of that car as well, mainly because the coloring. But this is a very nicely restored F100, spray in bed liner and all, but very clean truck. Really liked it a lot. So yeah, I would love to have a one like that. Anyway, now on. Oh, and this Cougar. So this was really cool. See a Cougar. I've seen a lot of T-Birds. This is a 70s vintage. I don't remember what year it is, but it was in great shape. Original interior and stuff. And look at that cell phone, right? That 80s cell phone that was in there. So yeah, that was kind of neat to see that in there. I enjoyed that kind of set dressing, as it were, for this old Cougar. And I hadn't seen a Cougar, seen a ton of Thunderbirds like this, but not a Cougar. So yep. And then we have the kit Cobra you can see over there. It's not an original Cobra. It's a kit car, but still, a neat car, part of history, like the side pipes there. I think that's supposed to be a 427 in there. I could be wrong, but anyway, a neat vehicle nonetheless. I don't know how I would fit in a car of that size, being 6 foot tall and all, but anyway, kind of again, a neat car. So anyway, we'll get back to the music, guys, and again, I'll pop in.
Okay, I just love the 63 Falcon. Well, first and foremost, it's got the inline six. It is a 170, but still, very similar to my engine, the 200 in there. Very clean looking car, very original looking vehicle, except from the catch can on the radiator there. But otherwise, they dumped out on things. The interior was gorgeous. The red interior really went well with the outside. It was more of a creamy white. Maybe it's a Wimbledon white, I think is the right color code for that. But just gorgeous on the inside. I love the inserts and all with this Falcon. I think if I were to get another car, it might be a Falcon, just because I like them and they're very similar to the Mustang. And then, yeah, it's just a good looking car. And then we have this Chevy Nomad over here. This was actually, I think, won Best in Show yesterday at the car show. At the car show anyway. Just a gorgeous looking car, very unique. I don't think there are a lot of Nomads out there, from what I understand, but they, not stock by any stretch of the imagination, but very well done interior. I think the seats look nice. That center console is pretty amazing in there, but very sweet looking car. I'm not sure what they did with the engine in there. What kind of engine? Is it a 350 or something else? But I do like that they turn the Chevy that goes through the hood into the air intake, right? Where the Chevy emblem would be on the front of that hood is the air intake now. I thought that was kind of really cool, that little customization they did. But very nice car. I said, I think it won Best in Show there at the car show. And then we get into some others like this convertible Malibu. Again, a very nice vehicle. But I'm going to let you get back to the music. Okay, we got this lowered Chevy. I'm not a big fan of lowered vehicles. I'll just be honest with you. I don't like them, but I thought this one was very, very nicely done. The detail in the bed area and all, I just think they did a really good job on this one. So I'll give this one a pass for a lowered vehicle. I'm sure air ride and all that kind of stuff, but still a nice looking truck. So I'm just not a big fan of lowriders. Just not my thing. So yeah. Anyway. Um, like the overall look of the truck. Now, the one next to it that we're about to get into, again, another lowrider, not very thrilled with it. But what I did really like is kind of the patina look on there. Of course, then the street, the dragster out of the camshaft there. But I like the gnawbone door painting on there, kind of that Indian rug style or blanket seat cover thing. So again, not a bad looking vehicle. I just don't, you kind of, I don't know. I don't like lower trucks. I'll just be honest. Not my, I don't like really lowered cars either, but really like that, um, the painting on there, and then this nice little roadster with the pinstripe. Of course, yellow. You can't go wrong with yellow. Love a yellow vehicle. But that, God, this is a sweet ride. I really, really like this one. Would love to have it myself. But sweet looking vehicle there. And then again, this other one coming up, this Chevy C10, I think is what it is. Again, not a Chevy guy, so please don't shoot me, but really enjoyed the artwork there on the door with Lumpy's Lube and Oil. Thought that was really cool on this one, but another good looking truck from that perspective. Interior was very clean and nice, not overly done in there. I like the Texaco sign in the back bed there was kind of pretty cool. Again, not a big fan of the fact that it looks like it's lowered, but the pinstriping was really sweet on this one. So again, some good things, even if you don't, like all the other stuff. But anyway, we get over here, 67 convertible Corvette. This used to be one of my dream cars in high school. Love the blue color. Think that's nice. The white interior was very sweet looking, I thought, but not sure what engine was in there. But was it a 420? Yeah, 427 is what was in there. So 427 in there with that scoop on the hood. Really love that car. But anyway, we're going to get you back to some music and kind of go from there. Okay, here's a car you don't see in most car shows, at least the ones I've been to here in the US, an old Celica. So this is late 70s, early 80s Celica, I think. Had a friend in the Navy that had one very similar to this that we went tooling around in some. So kind of neat to see this type of car here. Like I said, it's not your traditional American muscle car that we see at many of these, or big trucks or whatnot. Just a good old little rice burner right in there. So kind of again, a neat vehicle to be here. And then this one you've seen in other videos if you watched it. This is one of the organizers' cars for the Pharaohs. It's a 64 and a half convertible with a 260 V8 in there, factory air conditioning. So this is a pretty much original car that you can see with the squirter bag in there. So he's added obviously things like the pinstriping and things of that nature, which I thought was a nice little touch in there. But very neat car, convertible with air conditioning. That's something you see very often. There's the console that goes with the air conditioning, and he added that luggage rack. He got that idea when I got mine, so he stole that from me. I'm going to take credit for that. But anyway, very nice, very clean car. He's got one of those Mustang coolers. Again, would love to get one of those in yellow. And parked right next to him is a Lamborghini. Can't get much different from between generations and technology. 64 and a half Mustang to this Lamborghini. Again, nice vehicle. And then here we have the Dodge Ram. I'm not very familiar with the model. This one also won an award at the show. Again, a very clean looking truck. Again, I don't know much about it, I'll be honest with you, but very nice looking truck, I thought. I'm really waiting to get to the car that's next to it once we get past this. But yeah, the interior is sweet, very clean. Yeah, impressive. Looking, was it won an award? I don't remember which award. It may have been Pharaoh's Choice since they were the host organization there. But anyway, this 1955 or 6 Thunderbird. I'm not sure exactly what year it is. It's a gorgeous car. I love these original 50s Thunderbirds. It's one of my dad's dream cars too, which might have influenced why I love it. But very clean, very sleek looking car. Obviously, it was built to compete with the Corvettes of the period. But yeah, just a gorgeous car. I love the matching colors between the exterior and interior. There's I think a V8 up under that hood. I don't know what size it is, but very nice car. And then we have this Dodge that is, again, regular at this site. It's kind of a neat car done up in kind of a surfer theme, I think, with again, the Mexican blanket interior. I think it has the, what do they call, surfboard on the top of it. The kind of woody look. No, it doesn't have the surfboard. It's a different car. Sorry, ignore that. But again, a very nice looking car. Very impressed with it, as always. But anyway, we'll get back to the music some because there's another bit I want to tell you about. Okay, so this is the 66 Vet I want to tell you about. It's got a great story. This is an all numbers matching 4-speed car with a great paint job on it. But what's really neat about this car is it was a project between a nephew and his uncle. And his uncle's the owner of the car. He had told him that told the nephew he was going to will it to him when he passed. Well, the uncle has decided that he didn't want to wait till then. He wanted to see his nephew enjoying this car and having fun and making memories. So the uncle had just given this car to his nephew to start enjoying it. This was his first car show, having it out there. So it's really a neat story to have there. So kind of a neat story with that Corvette. Really wanted to share that with you. Of course, then we have this 1933 Ford Cabriolet. Neat vehicle, reminds me of the ZZ Top car, if y'all are old enough to remember that one. But a really, really gorgeous car. I love the copper color on it here. Just a very pretty car. Gorgeous interior, custom interior. Love the inlays in the seats there, the little armrest and the billets you can see in there. Just a gorgeous car. If he wanted to give this one to me, I certainly wouldn't turn it down. So. And then next to it, we have another yellow little roadster over there. You can see we've had that one in several other ones. Oh, look at this engine bay too. It's just gorgeous vehicle. They did, very understated on the engine. Just keep it kind of covered up and all. I really, really love the way that one looks there. But anyway, I'll get back into the music, and let's say we got the little yellow roadster here, which has been in others, and then a neat motorcycle you'll see coming up. So get back to it. Okay guys, we are back home from the show. It was a good show. Hopefully you enjoyed the footage I shot there. It's hard to shoot at car shows because they have music going, all that. And last one I did, I tried to just use the audio from the show, and I got, flagged for copyright issues. So, yep, it makes it hard. So I'm going to just, as you saw, or you should see by now, put some music stuff. I may put some comments in as I go through because there are a couple of neat things here. But even more exciting was the old girl won another award. Yep, so we were in the top 10 there at the show. So very excited when somebody recognizes the beauty that is the 67 Mustang. And all the effort I put into it really does make it very rewarding. So with that, guys, I hope you really enjoyed the video. I will be going down next week, the week heading into 4th of July, 2026, to go pick up that other engine, motor, whatever it's called. I think engines or motors or electric, anyway, whatever, down in Tallahassee. So I'll probably be filming some of that if my friend lets me. But yes, we'll be going down, taking Old Blue down to go get that. So it'll be fun. I've got to get a engine stand and an engine hoist, but I have some friends that have those, so that should be fine. I'm wondering if I'll have to clear this out a little more, but wondering if it'll fit right in here when I'm not working on it. We'll see. We got to figure that out because I don't think my wife wants me putting it between the two cars.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to go well. So anyway, with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. And as always, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all. Award-winning car. I couldn't agree more.